Hi, this is Ben Freer, and on this video, I'm going to talk about the E-2 visa for F-1 students. So I know there are a lot of students here in the United States on F-1 status who are loving their experience. Maybe they've met a number of amazing friends, maybe they're enjoying one of our fantastic US cities, but in any event, they're enjoying themselves and they're looking for ways to remain here in the United States. So naturally, they start to look into options to enable them to remain here for a long term in the United States, and they find that their options are fairly limited. They learn that most long-term options require the help of a family member or an employer. But what if you don't have a qualifying family member or employer who is willing to petition for you? Well, if that's the case, you can look into options that allow you to self-petition. In other words, they don't require a sponsor. For example, you could look at the National Interest Waiver Green Card. You could look at the EB-1A Green Card. You could look at the O-1 visa. But these options require you to have achieved significant professional accomplishments. You can also look at the EB-5 Green Card option, which requires you to create 10 full-time jobs with a minimum investment of either $900,000 or $1.8 million. So as you can see, none of these options are really a great fit for most recent college grads. However, there is one fantastic self-petitioning option for entrepreneurial students who are from a country that has an E-2 treaty with the United States. The E-2 visa enables entrepreneurial students to create their own destiny in the United States. They can start a business, apply for the E-2 visa, and then renew it or extend it indefinitely as long as the business continues to qualify. So if this sounds interesting to you, here are a few of the different paths that you could take to go from F1 to E-2 status. The first option involves applying for postgraduate OPT status and then starting your business on OPT. Then after the business is up and running, you can either apply for a change of status through USCIS, or you could apply for an E-2 visa at a US embassy or consulate in your home country. This option can be advantageous since one of the requirements of the E-2 visa is that you have established a bona fide commercial enterprise. So obviously it's easier to show that your business is legitimate if it's already operating, if you are generating profit and hopefully employing other people. Now it's important to know that you can't just start any business while you're in OPT status. In order to take advantage of this option, your business has to be related to your field of study. So for example, if you have a marketing degree, starting a marketing agency could work. But if you have something like a political science degree, I would not recommend starting a yoga studio or a bakery or a tattoo parlor. Your second possibility would be to apply for E-2 status without first establishing your business while you are on postgraduate OPT. Applying for an E-2 visa without first establishing the business in OPT status tends to be a little bit safer on the financial side. The third option that you have essentially just gives you additional time to stay in the United States while you try to find a business in which you would like to invest. If you are in the United States on F1 status and that period of time is coming to an end, you can apply for a change of status to B1 status as a prospective investor, which would give you the opportunity to look for a business that you want to invest in and do some basic business setup. And then after your business is set up, but not operational, then you can apply for the E-2 visa. So all three of these options are totally possible. However, I want you to know that you're probably going to face some scrutiny if you want to try to apply for the E-2 visa as a student with limited business experience. For this reason, you should be 100% prepared to make a thorough application. Making a thorough application with a great support letter, with an amazing business plan, these sorts of things will overcome the adjudicator's potential bias against young entrepreneurs. So let's talk briefly about the different ways in which you can apply for E-2 status. Now, you can always apply for a change of status to that of E-2 status while you remain in the United States. That application is filed with USCIS. However, in my opinion, it's almost always better to apply through a US embassy or consulate because it gives you greater flexibility to travel internationally, and it prevents you from having to make another separate full application down the road. So I hope this information was helpful. I absolutely love the E-2 visa for F-1 students who are from a treaty country who have a strong desire to run their own business in the United States. To learn more about the E-2 visa, please feel free to check out my E-2 visa playlist or talk to one of the many amazing US immigration attorneys out there who would be happy to talk to you about your options. If you did enjoy this video, please like it or pass it along to someone who could benefit from it. Thank you for your time.